Alright, so I think like 6, maybe even like 8 months ago, I can't remember exactly. I made a video about um, dumbifying my iPhone 16 that I had at the time. And I wanted to do that to try to limit myself from being on the internet and throughout the day and getting sucked in and constantly staring at my phone and making me feel like shit. And um, the idea of that like first came in when and like dumbifying a phone or like having a dumber phone came in first came into my mind like in like probably like over 10 years ago. It was right after I got out of high school. I graduated high school in 2015, and I remember like I just like that was when I first dove into like more of an alternative lifestyle. I started living differently than some people, or like just how way differently than I had lived in high school and stuff. Just like taking on like a more like healthier lifestyle, trying to. And I usually take things to the extreme when it comes to stuff. If I usually commit to something, I'm usually all in. And I remember at that time I was thinking like, oh, maybe I could go back to getting like a flip phone or something, and like just like listening, like having an iPod Touch or something like that to like still like access things. And I'd like pretty much gotten off social at that time too. Like I deleted my Instagram and Twitter and stuff. I still had Facebook at the time, but I had never committed to it at that time for some reason, and it was just like a thought in my head that was like exciting to me because it was just different. And but that like that, I guess that's like been lingering here for like years. And I first got a smartphone when I was in high school. I graduated, like I said, I graduated in 2015, so I was like in the rise of that like smartphones coming readily available. Like it was like prime time for like a person my age just going into high school, and these smartphones are coming out, and it was like cool to fucking have them. And in middle school, I had my first cell phone was a flip phone in like 6th grade. And I actually have a little bit of an evolution of some stuff here. I still have some of my old phones I kind of wanted to show. And so it started. I don't have my first flip phone anymore, unfortunately, but this was a big one for me when I was in middle school. And this was probably like 7th grade. And that is the Envy. The Envy like texting phone. This thing is so cool. I didn't even know this still existed. It's got like Verizon Wireless on it and everything. Like they had like their own phones, but it was a little texting phone. Like it had the keyboard on it. I really wish you could still use these nowadays. Like I would definitely get a phone like this again. This is so cool. And the 2 megapixel photo thing on it. This thing still turns on. See the boot up logo. And see the sound is gonna play, which is really cool. Battery is pretty low on this, but yeah, so nifty, old school, love it. But there's like the old background there, and I loved this thing. This was like awesome for me. There's like the messages and message menu. This thing is just like hear that. It's got like some old like stuff on it from like me and my friends and stuff, and it's just like so cool. I don't know if I had any music on here. This is crazy. Like I didn't even look at this last time I was on here, but doesn't look like I had anything on there. But this is really cool. I really wish I could still use this thing. But really nifty. I'm gonna turn it off for now. The battery's really dead, but I'm probably gonna get back on this thing at some point. But I used this thing like crazy. This was so fun to be able to text your friends, get unlimited texting, and be able to text back and forth with your friends was such a big deal in middle school for me. It was just like, it was so cool. And this one was from 8th grade. This one I can't get to turn on. It doesn't boot all the way up, but this is a slide phone, which were really cool. The slide text phone. That was also really cool. That was definitely like 8th grade for me. And this thing was really nifty. So I remember I got this, and like I think my dad like used this one after I got this one or something. And really cool. I love how small they are. Like, I would love to have one that was this small now. I guess you can still kind of get some that are pretty small, like really small. I've looked into them, but um, we'll get to that in a minute. Don't want to get too long-winded here. But then high school came along and things were elevating, and I had the iPod Touch in middle school, and I still have some iPod Touches. But my first smartphone was actually like a Droid phone that was kind of a slide phone, and it did. I didn't have it for very long. I didn't really like it that much. And then I got the iPhone 4S, and this was like pretty much my first real like smartphone that I used for multiple years in early high school. And this thing is pretty nifty. I love the size of this too. It's like very, very small too. But this started all like with the like going down the smartphone route, and this thing still works. I use it for like music sometimes now. I rarely ever turn it on, but not something you could use nowadays either, because 3G is gone in my country at least. And that started the whole road. I was an iPhone person. I never got another Droid or anything. I really liked the Apple thing. I like Apple stuff, as some people who watch my channel know. And I'll get more into that in a second too. But I got like pretty much each generation of iPhone as it came out. I didn't have the iPods or the iPhone 7, and I didn't have like the 10 or 11 or anything like 9, or I guess there was never a 9, but I had like the iPhone 14 Pro when that came out, and I went from like an 8 to a Pro. I think one of my favorite iPhones was the iPhone 6. I really liked that one. But I had the iPhone 16. I had Xfinity internet at the time, and that is something I also got rid of, which I guess I'll get into that in a minute too. So the Xfinity internet, and then you could get the Xfinity mobile for fairly cheap, and they like would give you an iPhone 16 Pro or like whatever plus to start. And that's what I had for a year. And I guess like last year, especially towards the end of the year, I just was getting too sucked into it, and I dumbified my phone, like I said, and I made that video. And I was just like, why don't I just finally commit to this and just look into getting a dumb phone? And it was actually a process. It's more of a process nowadays. It's just like smartphones just rule the world. Like, everybody has one. Everybody, even like homeless people living on the sidewalk have an iPhone now. And it's just crazy that they are just like everywhere. And it's completely out of the norm to not have one. Like, I only know like a few people. When I first started working in my job, I worked with like a lot of older people, and my main coworker had a flip phone. He's since gotten a smartphone, and I have one coworker now that still has a flip phone, and that's like the only person I know of, besides kind of me now and my wife, that have a basic phone. I think my wife is the only person at her job that has a basic phone now. So we decided to do this, just take this leap together. And I guess I should get in, because I'm already like 9 minutes into the video, long intro, but get into the phone that I decided to get. So I decided to give up Xfinity. I got rid of the internet. I got rid of my home internet, and I obviously got rid of the phone plan, and had to sell my iPhone because I still had a balance on them for not paying them off, and it was a bit of a process. But this is the phone that I now have. It's an AGM Mobile. It's the like brand of it. I think it's like a European phone, and I got this back in November, and I just love how super basic this thing is. It's like an old person phone. It's got like the big numbers on it and stuff, and it's just like, it's really cool. I wish it was a little smaller than this, but it's just your super basic phone. And I had to do this through a US Mobile is the name of the company that I use for cell service, and I did their super light plan, which is unlimited talk and text and 2 gigabytes of data a month for $8 a month if you pay for the whole year up front. So I'm only paying $8 a month. I was paying with internet and on the mobile, I was paying almost $200 a month. So this phone, like, it has like a little thing, it has a little basic camera on it, and you can even open this up and you can take the battery out. There's the battery. Very old school, you can still do that. And it has the SIM cards behind the battery. And I actually like really love this thing. It's so basic. I'm gonna turn it on here, show you. So I always turn it off every day. My wife has the same phone, and there's my wife on the boot up screen there. Goofy. We love the little goofy things that this thing like had in with it. But here is the dumb phone. One of the dumbest phones I think you can get now. Super basic. Even more basic than my coworker's flip phone. Like, I cannot even access the internet on this thing. I have my data turned off, so I can't even receive picture messages or like even just group messages. So I want to keep it so I'm not using any data at all. So super basic. Here's the main screen here. Like, this is what you got. Like, we've got the ability to make calls. You've got your contacts, you've got your messages, you've got your multimedia, which is just like, you can access an FM radio, you can put some music on here, you can like make a like record a video, or a very shitty pictures and videos and stuff. And I do have some pictures on here. Took this cool like negative picture here of like a candle in the window, and all the pictures of my wife and stuff on here, and got my like little iPod set up on here, and this is cool. It's pretty nifty. Like, it's just like there's an art to it to an extent. Here's like a picture I took out of like a window at work, just like a train tracks. But let's not get too off topic here. But as you can see, very basic, super basic phone. You can record, you can so it has application. Only applications we got a calendar, we got a calculator, we got a clock, world clock, and you technically use Bluetooth, and a torch, which is the just like turning a light on to like use a flashlight. I never use the Bluetooth or anything on here. And there's like a file organizer thing, which I never use, and just like the settings. So super basic. It has to be 4G, obviously, because nothing in America has, you can't use 3G or 2G or anything anymore. So I got off the towers. So that's why I had to get this phone, and that's why it's more complicated even here in the US to get one, a simpler phone that has to be 4G. But this thing works great. I really like it. It's just super basic. I mostly just use it to be in contact with people at work throughout the day. Like, my boss needs to call me when I'm out, and I mostly just talk to my wife on it, and we keep in touch with each other on it throughout the day, and we text each other. I can show you, pick my, don't want to give away all my numbers here, but here I have my wife for the new message. I love the interface of this thing. It's just so basic, like super basic. Like, write your text here. Like, and I just have like the ABC one, and do that, and then I guess I can type her out something real quick, like, hello my love. I love texting on here. You can do like the one where it like predicts, but I like doing the little like texting one. There, just say it's sent, it went through. Her phone is not on, so she probably won't see it until later. But yeah, so this is the AMG. I forget the exact name of it. I should have grabbed the box, but super basic phone. I'm sure you can find it if you look them up. AMG Mobile. I'm gonna turn it off for now. See, there's my wife and I on the out screen. Saying bye. But I love this thing. Honestly, it's just super basic. It simplifies my life. Like, it gives me, like, this is what I need phone for, is to be in contact with people throughout the day. Like, if something were to happen, or like my coworkers need to get in contact with me while I'm driving. So I drive around. I'm a delivery driver, and people need to get in contact with me, and certain things need to go certain places, or if I were to get like in an accident or something, I would need to be in contact with somebody, and that's what a phone is for, in my eyes. And I don't really, like, I have a GPS at work, like if I really need to know where I'm going, but I mostly know my area so well, so I don't really need that. And you can print off directions to places if you need to, like I just, and there's just access to the internet almost everywhere now. That's another thing. Like, I don't have the internet in my house anymore, and I didn't want to have that in my house anymore because I would get too sucked in as well. And like, I just want my home to be like a place where I just recuperate and be at peace, and I just appreciate what I have and be around. I just like that more. And for me to access the internet, I mean, I can go anywhere. Like, now it's just, there's internet everywhere. Take my laptop down to the office max. Like, I have one's walking distance from my apartment, and multiple places walking distance from my apartment. I go to the Planet Fitness gym that's near here that I walk to, that has the internet, and I can just sit there after workout or something, or before workout, and do a few things on my computer. Like, mostly it's like looking into new music, or paying bills, looking something up that I wanted to look up or needed to look up. And yeah, it's just like, I have access to that stuff, and I really like that simplicity. Like, I just like going about my life that way. I just think it's cool. And if we have like a meeting with somebody on the computer or something, like we have to like meet with somebody virtually, like we can go rent a room at the library. I feel like people forget about how like amazing of a resource the library is. And I just love living like this. It's really cool, and it's just like very different than what people like. It's less convenient, but I like that. It makes life slow down a little bit more. Like, people are always trying to live things so fast, and they're always just like so involved and staring at their phones so much that they're just like not even like experiencing life that's around you anymore. You're just like so focused and lost in this like virtual world. And I just didn't like that for myself, and I wanted to appreciate and look around and appreciate the things that are around more often. And another thing with like not having internet at my home too is like, people are like, what do you do? Like, how do you not have internet at your house? Like, what did people used to do 30 years ago? Like, you hang out, you appreciate your stuff. Like, I have so many hobbies that I do at home. Like, if I wanted to watch something, I have all my favorite stuff from physical media, DVDs, VHS tapes. And even if I really wanted to, like, I could download like a video or something onto my computer and like hook it up to the TV or something. Like, I sit and listen to my physical music. I listen to LPs, records, and cassettes and CDs. I get on my laptop to like finagle like my iPods and stuff, and I just listen to music. I listen to music on my iPods. I have a few of my iPods right here. My daily drivers here. I have tons of iPods. I have tons of working iPods, and that's how I listen to my music throughout the day too. When I'm out in the world, like, I could put music on my phone, but it probably wouldn't much would fit on there. So I just have a bunch of iPods, and I just listen. This is how I listen to music on iPods. And that's another thing I can do on the computer when I go down to the place, is like get music to put on my iPods. And even though I basically have everything that I ever want on my iPods now, and the music I want. But um, I just like it. I like when things have their purpose. And iPod, I listen to music out in the world. Put my headphones on. That's what it was. Like 25 years ago, that was cutting edge technology to be able to go out and just have a portable music player. It was crazy. Here, like I have this, the first iPod right here. Like this was cutting edge technology. Like this basic, super basic interface of just like you can just listen to music on here. Like you can put some music on here, and like you can play music, and like it's super basic. Like this was 25, not even 25 years ago this came out. Like the end of this, like November of 2001. This was like huge technology. Like this was like the cutting edge, and now like how much it's progressed is like crazy to me. Like insane. Like if you just like people like take it for granted, like look at your smartphone and how much it can do is really insane. Like, and just how like this was the most basic thing. This is the best thing you could get back in the day, was this. And I just really like the simplicity. I liked like the early 2000s kind of simplicity. Maybe you could say I'm taking the Y2K too seriously, the Y2K revival too seriously, and going back to like living super basic like how you would at the time. But I love it. It's just like something that's always been in my head, and I just like I'm so happy I took the leap. But other things I do at home, it's just like I said, I listen to my tapes. I can watch my DVDs, and I rarely even watch any TV DVDs. Like I've been playing like old video game consoles, like my Xbox 360, my PlayStation 2. Love going back and just playing those games. They're just like, I feel more wholesome and stuff, and they don't even have to you don't have to be online to play with other people. Just like, and I just honestly just spend a lot of time just sitting down and appreciating the things that I have in my home. Like I love my home. I love how I've decorated my home. I love how my home reflects me, and it just has all my things in it, and I just love it, and I just appreciate it so much, and it's really helped me appreciate things so much more. And I do puzzles. I like doing puzzle books and just hanging out and just like I said, appreciating what's around me, and I just love it. It's so fun. Spend a lot of time outside. I go for a walk or something. Walk to the park or walk to the gym. Like I just want to slow my life down. I want to live my life instead of just like staring at a device all the time. I want to slow things down. I don't want things to be super fast paced. And it's just crazy how fast the world goes now. And it's just like it's a decision that I'm just so happy with, and not planning on turning back from. It's only been 3 months, but I'm just like so committed to this now, and this like I'll probably do an update in a year when it gets to a year, and just probably still feeling the same way as my guess, but we'll see. I mean, you never know, but I just know that this is like really a good lifestyle for me, and I really like it, and I'm happy. My wife and I has been really enjoying having it together too, and it just feels more wholesome to me, I guess, and I just been loving it. So yeah, that was my thoughts on this dumb phone life. Really cool. I really like it. Very different than what most people are doing nowadays, and I'm excited to keep going in the future with it, see if I can even sustain this in the future. Like, is this even going to be able to be a thing? Like, are you going to like be forced to have a smartphone one day? Like, I don't know. Like, you basically already are. But I want to keep it as simple as possible. I like keeping my life simple, and it just makes me happier. It makes me safe and appreciative, and yeah. So that's my 3 month with a dumb phone, no home internet update. So I hope you like this video, and I'm gonna keep living my dumb life. As soon as I turn this off, I'm disconnected. So see you later.